Welcome to MarcusG.TV. I'm Chef Marcus Giuliano. I'm a chef on a mission. Jamie joins me today.
Hello.
And we're going to talk about sugary drinks.
Yes.
How much sugar is actually in drinks?
And what are you actually drinking?
Yes. So, baseball, sports, all kinds of sports. You see the Gatorade.
Always.
Football. You always see the
and kids, I see them all the time because, our son is very athletic, so they're always drinking Gatorade.
These kids are pounding Gatorade. And a lot of times I've even seen these young kids pounding soda.
Soda too.
I've even heard parents say, "Oh, get the calories in, get the carbs in, get the sugar in for your sports." And these kids are like 8, 9 years old, 7 years old, and it's 10 o'clock in the morning at baseball games, and the parents are giving them soda. And I'm just like, oh my gosh. When Justin goes to everything, it's water. Water. That's his primary, bottles of water. Fresh fruit, lots of fresh fruit. But
we should start giving him some water with some electrolyte stuff in it.
Yes, we should. We absolutely should. He has done sodium bicarbonate, baking soda in the past,
right,
before sport and sports activities, which helps alleviate lactic acid out of your system, which will help less cramping. Your body makes sodium bicarbonate naturally. It's a bodily function, so that improves sports. However, yes, you're right. We should probably give him something. And I'm buying, like I said, we're going to get some Rich Rolls electrolyte product, and maybe that just lace some water with that, because I found that electrolyting really makes a difference. Justin can go and go and go. It's an amazing. Him and I went on a trail run the other day, and he's teasing me on this run.
Yeah, of course he was. And he told me all about it, actually.
He was just teasing me, and it was a massive incline. We've gone on this trail before. You, me, and Courtney have gone on it. And within a mile and a half, it goes up 1,000 feet in elevation, and it's thin trails, lots of rocks. And he's just like dancing and jumping on the rocks. It was really great. It was really good to go out and run with him, but just to see his agility and his free-flowingness of that. So, how much sugar is actually in drinks? So let's start with Gatorade. Gatorade has 8.5 teaspoons of sugar.
It's a lot of sugar.
It's a ton of sugar.
In one drink. And what is the size?
Ounces.
16 ounces, right?
16 ounces.
Yeah.
16 to 20 ounces. We're going to give you measurements on 16 to 20 ounce drinks. 8.5 teaspoons. That's like taking eight spoons into sugar.
And just eating it.
In one drink. And these kids don't drink just one Gatorade. They drink 2 Gatorades. They drink the jumbo Gatorade. And it's just like, oh my gosh, that sugar's such a detriment to your health. It's one of the worst things you could possibly put into your body is refined white sugar. It's just a totally dead food. It devoid of every nutrient.
There's no benefit.
There's nothing to it. Now, I like to reference Gary Null. And Gary Null talks about a study that he did at the Applied Institute of Biology in New York City, where they took people and they put sugar into their hands. And just a few granulars in your hands holding it is enough for your body to say, we have a foreign invader. Send out the white blood cells. There's an invader in the body. There's something that's wrong.
Trying to fight.
It's trying to fight. When you put that into your body is now saying, foreign invader, time to fight, let's activate the immune system. And a lot of things are like asthma. Certain things are an overactive immune system because your body's just getting bombarded all the time with stuff. And this is just a way to keep bombarding your body. So, believe it or not, all the drinks we're going to go over right now, Gatorade probably has the least
the smallest amount of sugar. I couldn't believe it.
Now, here's a shocker, Sunny D. Because Sunny D, you think it's orange juice, right?
Oh yeah, when you think Sunny D, you're thinking bright sun, oranges.
Juice, right.
Yeah.
Wrong. Sunny D is water, high fructose corn syrup, and concentrates and flavorings.
Juices, right?
And food colorings to make it look
like canola oil in it.
Does it?
Yeah, I was quite shocked.
I didn't know that.
Canola oil in there.
Oh wow, look at that. There are the ingredients. It has,
yellow dye number 5, yellow number 6.
Sodium benzoate to protect flavor.
Corn syrup. 2% or less of each of the following concentrated juices, which is what it's supposed to be juice. Orange, tangerine, apple, lime, and grapefruit.
Right.
I'm
to 2% or less of that.
Quite surprised
about 90 more plus percent of it's just water.
And high fructose corn syrup.
Yeah, so 98% is high fructose corn syrup and water in this. So Sunny D has 13.5 teaspoons of sugar. 13.5. Up next on the list, Pepsi and Mountain Dew. 15 and 15 and a half. Sprite, 15 and a half. Here's a shocker, Snapple. Because people think, oh, natural, it's real tea. It's you know,
tea, right.
13 teaspoons
of sugar
in Snapple. Rockstar energy drink.
15 teaspoons of sugar.
Minute Maid. Lemonade,
right? So you're thinking you're having lemon water.
Right.
Well, they're sweetening it with a lot of sugar.
How much?
17 teaspoons of sugar. That's a lot of sugar.
It's amazing.
In lemonade.
Amazing.
And we make lemonade at the restaurant.
Right.
With lemons, water, a little bit of agave.
Right.
And lemon juice.
Right.
Simple.
For me personally, I like to cut back on the agave and add some stevia to it.
Right. Stevia would be good in there too.
I know you don't typically like stevia as much as I like stevia. Right. I'm a much bigger fan.
I would even put honey into it because I think honey.
Yeah, honey.
Good
absolutely. Too. So stevia is a great substitute for agave for sugar in general.
Right.
Barks. I used to love Barks, Jamie. When I worked.
Barks root beer, right?
Root beer. When I worked at the Broadmoor in Colorado Springs, they used to stock Barks in the cooler for us cooks to drink.
Really?
That was like how you'd stock water to drink for staff. They used to stock Barks. Stock Barks root beer in the coolers for us. Cans of Barks.
I wonder why.
I don't know. The chef, he just, I don't know. Maybe they had some kind of deal with Barks or something. I don't know. But that's what maybe they got a deal on it. Maybe, buy 5 cases, get one free or something, buy a pallet,
or
get so much free.
Or somebody liked root beer and just wanted root beer.
So maybe the chef thought that he was, giving us perks by giving us Barks.
Right.
But we always had a couple cases of Barks in the coolers, automatically stocked for us.
17.6 teaspoons of sugar.
Sugar.
It is shocking that people are, and that's a small bottle.
These are right.
These are 16 to 6. That's probably a 16-ounce bottle.
The mason jar you're drinking here is almost 2 of those.
Yeah, and that is tea.
That is tea. And what do you have in here? 1 tablespoon of honey, if that, a tablespoon.
Maybe a little bit more because it's a little bigger. But
for a whole quart.
Yeah.
Twice the amount. So it's just. But back then, when I was working at the Broadmoor and drinking Barks, I had no idea. This is 1998, 1999. I had no clue.
You had no idea.
I'd pound 3-4 of those back on a shift easily. It just easily because it was there and I was just drinking it.
Explains, your unhealthiness back then.
Back then, right?
And and overweight and all that kind of stuff. I mean, that's a lot of sugar.
That's a ton of sugar. So.
And the highest one is Sunkist.
Oh yeah, Sunkist.
Orange soda. I remember drinking orange soda.
I used to love Sunkist.
But I never really drank that much soda. I was never a soda drinker. I was more of an iced tea drinker. So Snapple, iced tea drinker. But I liked orange soda. So I wouldn't go out and buy a Sunkist. But if they had some, I'd always take a little bit.
Right,
20.5 teaspoons of sugar. White sugar.
Now, going back to iced tea, remember when your family used to make iced tea when we were growing up?
Oh, yeah. So we never had soda in our house, ever.
Right. It was iced tea every day.
Always iced tea, but they always loaded it with sugar.
Sugar. I think it was like a cup and a half
of sugar. It was a lot of sugar.
A cup and a half of sugar.
In a half gallon, maybe?
In a half gallon.
A half gallon.
And I remember when your sister used to make it, she used to put 2 cups, and your mom used to get mad at
because it was super sweet.
Super sweet, and your sister loved it that way, and I like sugar. I like sweet, but it was really even too sweet for me.
You, yeah.
But your sister, 2 full cups of sugar.
It's a lot of sugar.
And a half gallon. So here's some things you can do. Let's talk about what
So here's things that we do. Not all the time. We're mostly water drinkers. But
I do like tea.
I like tea. So that was what I was going to say. So our kids like tea, so they make tea. They'll make fresh tea. They take, tea bags or loose tea. And we make tea. And I drink tea every day now. And I like to put honey or agave, in the tea. I have no problem with the kids doing that. That seems to be a little sweeter today. My tea.
Lots of ginger.
But ginger and lemon in there today. So I'm drinking a ginger lemon to kind of just help with my throat a little bit. And, raw honey is what I use.
We use local raw honey. I like stevia in mine. I also like coconut sugar or palm sugar. Coconut sugar is basically evaporated, dehydrated sap from the coconut blossoms.
Right.
Just like how we have maple syrup here in the Northeast, where the coconuts grow, they have blossom sap, coconut blossom sap, and if that's taken and dehydrated, it is beautifully sweet.
Right.
and that has a ton of minerals in it. Even I think it even has some fiber. I don't know if it has fiber. I better not say what I don't know, but it definitely has lots of minerals in it. And the bottom line, is there any sugar that's good for you? Refined? No. You can say maple syrup's better. You can say that sucanat's better. You can say coconut's better. You can say brown rice syrup is better.
They're better choices than white sugar.
They're better.
But sugar is still
a sparingly used item. It doesn't give you a license to all of a sudden say, I'm going to use tons of coconut sugar. I'm going to use tons of this. That's not a license. They're better because they have a lower glycemic index. They have more nutrients. There's more minerals. So it's not a completely dead food like sugar. Molasses, on the other hand, is very low glycemic, and it has a ton of minerals. Tons of minerals.
But it's a little bitter, so that'd be hard to put into like a tea.
And all molasses is the runoff from sugar production. That's all the nutrients and the minerals from the cane sugar. It's all the good stuff they're taking out to refine it. That's the good stuff. That's the good nutrients. So if you do molasses, this blackstrap molasses, you can bake with it. You can make a lot of things with it. Really, really great. To make iced tea out of blackstrap molasses, I've never done it.
I don't know. We'd have to try it. I guess it might have a bitter taste, but we'd have to try it.
Maybe you need a stronger tea or something. I don't know. So stevia, certain agaves are
raw.
There's not much raw agave on the market. Agave's gotten a bad rap. It's gotten a good rap. You really want to get a high quality agave. The more money you pay for something, the better it's going to be. Right. Some health nutritionists out there, health nuts out there, argue and say no, agave is much better, and some say no, it has more fructose than high fructose corn syrup.
High fructose corn syrup in agave?
They're saying there's more fructose.
Oh, more fructose.
More fructose than corn syrup. There's a lot of information on both sides on agave. We choose to use agave. It's an ultra centrifuge raw product. Super high end, twice the price of any other agave out there on the market. It's crystal clear. We use it at our bar at the restaurant, so we don't have simple syrup.
That's our simple syrup.
Most bars make simple syrup, and it's half water, half white sugar. You boil it, and that's your simple syrup. And that's those squirt bottles that they're taking out of the bar to squirt in your drinks and everything. That's simple syrup. I've even known places to even put some corn syrup in there, because chefs can buy gallons of corn syrup and bake with it and do desserts with it and take it.
What else do you recommend? Coconut sugar.
Coconut sugar, maple syrup. But when it comes to the drinks, you got to be like on drinks. If you're making lemonade, it's hard to say let's add maple syrup to lemonade. You can get away with it.
That would work. But maple syrup works with lemonade. Because
the Stanley Burroughs fast. You can do the Stanley Burroughs fast with lemon and maple syrup. You're right. But I mean, to add some other things to it, sometimes might make it brown.
Right, might discolor it.
Might discolor it. So you have to, visually, when you're looking at lemonade and you're serving it to somebody, it needs to look like lemonade. It can't look like something brown.
Right.
So that's the tricky part. Like I said, my top pick is stevia. And if you want to start with stevia and cut it with something else, even if you're just cutting the sugar back on something, and saying I'm going to use half the amount of sugar and I'm going to use half stevia, then that's a good start in the right direction, right?
Just start somewhere.
Start somewhere.
Stop drinking some of these super sugary drinks.
Now, if you're out there buying soda, there's a lot of better sodas out there. There's a brand called Zevia, which we love, that's sweetened with stevia. There's agave sodas, which are sweetened with organic agave. There's all kinds of juices out there. Now, here's the thing. Sodas out there. Here's the thing. A lot of sodas are now advertising made with real cane juice, made with real cane sugar. Real cane sugar is sugar. It's bad white sugar. So now these companies have gone back to sugar because high fructose corn syrup.
They're trying to use the words that we are familiar with,
right?
And that we'll be able to associate with, right? What society puts out there as being okay.
As okay, right. So people are now going back to thinking sugar's okay. White sugar is not okay. Abundance of other sugars or other unrefined sweeteners are not okay. But these companies are purposely saying made with real cane sugar. That's not a health ingredient.
Right. There's a new one, Coca-Cola Live or something, right?
Yeah.
It's made with cane sugar or something like that.
Yeah, and maybe cane sugar and stevia. Yeah. I'm not sure.
I have to look at the ingredients, but I thought that was quite interesting. I don't trust that anything, is going to be live.
You can't trust the big brand stevias as well. The big ones in the supermarkets, you have to go to a health food store. You have to get one that has a high quality fiber buffer, because all those stevias are buffered, and they're buffered typically with corn syrup solids. So you're still getting other calories and corn syrup from it, but the stevia itself has no calories. And it's just a way for them to stretch it, because stevia is super, super sweet. And that whole packet that you get is not all stevia. It's buffered with something.
Yeah.
You go to a health food store.
Ask questions.
We like the green leaf.
Green leaf, yes.
We like the green leaf. It's buffered with inulin, which is a soluble, high-quality fiber. So it's a much different product, and that's why it costs more money. You get what you pay for, unfortunately. But if you're going and you want a quick soda, there's a lot of sodas out there now that might even have brown rice syrup in it. Like, look at like Reed's. Reed's is a great company. You know, they have sugar in some of their stuff, but some of their stuff, you know, you look at it and like their root beer has like real molasses in it. And I still think, right there's one of the bottles.
I actually think it does have sugar, but I'm
not might have sugar in it as well. Somebody was drinking one up here, and we have one in the office right now. I think one of Justin's friends.
Molasses.
That's just what it's made of. Made of all these essential oils and everything. But I bet there is some kind of sugar, as well as.
Let's see if I can take a look.
As well as molasses is in there.
Yeah.
But it does have molasses. I know that. So
it contains cane sugar.
It contains cane sugar.
Unbleached cane sugar, caramelized, unrefined cane sugar, herbs, spices, and citric acid.
Yeah, and it's made with molasses, because on the other side it has molasses. Yeah.
It's part of the herbs.
Molasses,
anise,
sweet birch,
licorice, vanilla,
wintergreen. So this is a better quality soda than Coke or something with corn syrup and loaded with sugar. So you can get better options out there. The thing I like about Reed's, Jamie, is they're still family owned.
Wow.
They're still independently family owned, and they're all over the country, Reed's, which is great. At least where we've been, they've been all over the country.
Good for them. Kudos to them for still being family owned.
Yeah. And I know their one is their Reed's ginger brew sweetened with honey, and it might be sugar as well, but they do have honey. But they make a stevia sweetened line. They have what's called their Zero. Their cream soda, their root beer, delicious, and it's 0 calories sweetened with stevia. That's what I typically go if I want to grab a soda. And these are in the stores. You can go into a mainstream grocery stores now and grab these. So that's the good news. So you don't have to be stuck with Coke and Pepsi and Sprite and all these other things.
There are better choices out there. Make better choices.
Be conscious, read labels, look for the better choices. I'm Chef Marcus Giuliano.
And Jamie.
Thanks for watching this video. If you like our videos, please hit like.
Subscribe.
And definitely leave comments.
And pass it on.
Thanks.